Holy Schwindt! It is week 13 and this is my first ever bump vlog, or bump video, I guess. This is all very new to me. Obviously I've never done one of these before, but I thought I would start these videos on a weekly basis after the first trimester. Mostly because, one, I really didn't have the energy to do it, and two, because the first trimester kind of basically looks the same the whole entire time. My symptoms pretty much remained the same. How my body looked pretty much remained the same. So I thought that hopefully once the second trimester came along, that my body would start doing different things. I would obviously start showing more. The baby would start doing more things in my body, and so then hopefully I would have more updates along the way. So today is 13 weeks. Woo! Made it to the second trimester. I am very thrilled about that. It's been so crazy, especially because most of our first trimester was a secret. But I want to welcome you to our channel, and thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, thank you for being even interested in watching this. I know that a lot of times we get really busy with our jobs and things that we do in the evenings. We're very involved in our church, so I don't get to talk to as many people as I'd like to, and I thought this would be a great way to share my experiences without having to make 11 phone calls every single day to update all of our family and friends and what's going on with me and the baby. So I send text messages now and then, but it doesn't do it justice, whereas I can get a video out and tell you everything that's going on with me if you're interested. So here we go. Like I said, today is 13 weeks and baby is the size of a jalapeno. So the biggest and most fun thing about this is, especially in today's day and age, is the technology that we have. And I have an app on my phone called the Ovia Pregnancy app, and every morning I check that. And so I know exactly what the baby's doing, how the baby's growing, how the baby's changing, and I always send those updates to Derek first thing in the morning. And we actually declare over the baby and pray over the baby and say, you know, whatever it is that's being developed in the baby, we say, God's touching that part, and you're developing strong and you're developing healthy, baby. So we really, really love that. And sometimes whenever it's big changes, like the baby's now a jalapeno, I'll send that text message out to some of my family members and let them know where the baby's at. But today, the baby is a jalapeno, about 3 inches long, which is shocking because the very first update that I ever had, I think the baby was the size of a sesame seed. So from the size of a sesame seed to the size of a jalapeno is very, very cool. But okay, so what else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about my symptoms, what's kind of changed from the first trimester, which might not be very vast since it's only been a 1 week difference since my first trimester. But I have noticed a little bit of a difference in like how I'm eating. I noticed earlier on I kind of would want meals how I normally would before I was pregnant. I would want, you know, a full-fledged meal, like give me a meat and protein, give me protein and veggies and potato or whatever. Now I've just noticed over this last week I haven't really wanted as much meals as I do want snacks, and then I get full faster. So I'll just maybe want some pita, carrots, and hummus, and then I want some pineapple, and then I want some strawberry. So it's kind of varied this week as far as what I've wanted, and I noticed I haven't been eating as much meals as I have snacks, like I said. And one of the craziest things that has happened, and I'm pretty excited about, is that I've actually started craving and being satisfied with one food in particular. And after I get done eating, I'm like, oh, it's so good, like, and I haven't gotten tired of it. And that hasn't happened the first trimester, like you've seen in our first trimester video that we're kind of putting up late just because we're putting together more pieces since it was a longer time period, is that I wasn't really satisfied with foods. It took me a long time to try to figure out what I want to eat. And when I eat it, then I sometimes would be satisfied, sometimes I'd just get nauseous as soon as I got done eating. So this week, it has been Chipotle tacos. Okay, Chipotle tacos is where it's at. I don't want the soft shell, I don't want a burrito, I don't want a bowl. Give me a hard shell corn taco with chicken, corn salsa. I never even usually have sour cream. I try to stay off the dairy, but I'm getting a little bit of sour cream and putting sour cream on it. The veggies, all about the sauteed veggies, and I've gotten it every single time. And you guys, I'm serious. I think I've had Chipotle, I think we went there 4 times already. during this week. And I don't eat like all 3 tacos. They give you 3 tacos at a time. I just eat one of the tacos. And so I'll bring it home and then I'll warm it up. And I've had tacos, I'm pretty sure, Chipotle tacos every single day this week. So I'm very happy though that I actually eat it, and then I feel satisfied, like not nauseous, and then actually knowing something that I want to eat, because I feel like I said, I haven't been able to crave or like really want any foods a lot and consistently, and I don't want to sit there and think about what I want to eat. So for Chipotle tacos to be something I want, it's like, I'm very happy about that. As far as things physically that are different, let me see. Earlier in the week, I was really tired, but I almost wonder if I had a little bit of a bug, because Derek came down with the flu for like 4 days, and I was really precautionary about being around him, letting him breathe on me, kiss on me, whatever, because I did not want to get that. Me and baby did not need to be sick. But I was just like, for like 2 days, I was ultra tired. But I feel like it's picked up a little bit. I'm gonna be real with you all. I haven't worked out a single time. Like, I think I've done squats 2 times, but not even 2 days in a row. Like, randomly. I think at like 6 weeks pregnant, and then I was in my 10th week or something, and I did 3 sets of 8 squats. Just because I was trying to get myself to do something, but I swear, it's like I felt like I was running a marathon or something, even just walking up the stairs or walking to work. I was so out of breath. So I know it's ridiculous. I just need to do it irregardless and if I'm tired. But I was just trying to be safe. It's my first pregnancy, so I didn't know how my body was going to respond to things. Like, am I overworking myself? But now that I'm in the 2nd trimester, if I'm still tired, I'm just going to force myself to work out, because I know that it's healthy for me. I know I need to detox. I know that my body's going to thank me for it later whenever it comes time for labor and delivery. If I've not done anything this whole entire time, baby is probably not going to be happy about that. So I'm going to force myself to do that. But where was I getting with that? I don't know. This pregnancy brain is off the chain. Like, I already had kind of a little bit of a bad memory before being pregnant, but now that I'm pregnant, it's just like I feel so flighty and I can't even think of certain words. So it's shocking. But okay, so anyways, what other symptoms? Mostly just the tired. I'm gonna try and look at my list here because I have to stay on track. Okay, so another thing that I should have started a long time ago, because my midwife told me that I probably needed to just be starting my day off with more protein, but I didn't, because I didn't want like meat or eggs or a lot of things, and it's always been hard for me to eat a lot of food in the morning anyways. So I finally ordered a protein shake, and I started that at the beginning of the 13 week, and let me tell you, it has made such a difference. First off, it's nice like kind of having something of substance in the morning and not just water or like a ginger chew, but actually getting protein in and feeling a little bit full until I've been up for maybe an hour and a half or so, and I can eat some food, and it's made all the difference in my nausea. So instead of me like being nauseous off and on all morning long, like I can make it until lunch and eat food without gagging, you know? So I'm very, very thankful. So if you are pregnant or you plan on getting pregnant, please remember this. Get a protein shake, or if you can eat eggs, or you can eat meat in the morning and it's not gonna make you sick, or nuts or whatever, get some protein in you first thing. I know it really helps regulate your blood sugar as soon as the day goes on. Okay, so I already mentioned that. I already mentioned Chipotle. And let's see here. Oh, emotionally. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I felt like emotionally the first trimester, it was really sporadic. Like early on, I know I mentioned in the first video, I was very irritated. Like I would have lashes of anger at one point, like very early on, and then I started to get random emotional bursts. But man, I hope this doesn't get worse, but I've just been real emotional lately, like just crying about stupid stuff. And I feel so bad because I cry and Derek's like, what is your problem? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm crying for no, like over dumb stuff. Like I look in the fridge and I'm like, there's nothing in here I want to eat. And I start crying about it. Like, what am I, 3? Like, who cares if there's nothing you can go eat? Like, go buy something or something. But it's just, it's kind of annoying. Like, I feel like I'm not a stable person. But hopefully that kind of wanes away. I don't know. If it doesn't, then I guess I'm just gonna have to put up with it. But one thing I have noticed is that I do start to get a little bit more unstable if I'm not eating regularly, and that probably has to do with blood sugar levels. If I'm not maintaining that, then my emotions are just like, let's do that again. And one more time. I am a nerd. I'm sorry. Okay. And then another super exciting thing about my 13th week, I really didn't think I was gonna have anything to talk about, but obviously I do, is that we actually got to announce our pregnancy. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's such a relief because we finally got to tell people, and I was getting a little stressed out because I wasn't getting to see the people in person that I wanted and knew I should tell, and I didn't have the energy to do it either. I'm like, oh, like, can we just announce on social media already so everybody knows and the cat's out of the bag and I don't have to sit there and worry about this anymore? So I'm so glad we got our announcement video out, and a lot of you saw that. Obviously, that's why you're subscribing to the channel and you're watching this, but I'm so happy that we were able to do that, and it feels more real. I don't know, I still feel like this is very surreal, especially, I'll show you my bump, my little baby bump here in a minute, but especially because I know there's changes happening in my body, but I'm not feeling the baby. I don't feel like my stomach's changed very much since very early on in the pregnancy. Like, it's like my uterus expanded some and then just sat there for weeks and weeks. I know that the baby's the size of a jalapeno, okay? I get it, I realize I'm not gonna be showing a bunch, but it's still very surreal when you're not experiencing those things, because you're like, are you in there? I know you're in there, I heard you, I heard your heartbeat when we went to the midwife, but it's still very surreal. So I am excited to start feeling the baby. And where was I going with this? We were talking about the announcement. So with making the announcement, it's just made it that much more real and that much more exciting, and it feels good not having to be like so cautious when I'm on social media and other pregnant moms, because if you don't know, like if you are watching this and you're from another city or state and you don't know me maybe personally, there are so many women around me that are pregnant right now, it's not even funny. Like, so a lot of them have been able to talk about their pregnancies on social media, and I'm all over here like, scroll past, Sabrina, you can't say anything, you can't say anything. So it's been nice to actually engage and talk to other moms that are pregnant and just start enjoying this journey and enjoying this process and making it feel more real. Because like I said, when the baby's not that big yet and you're not feeling anything and you have to wait for your next prenatal appointment to actually hear the heartbeat, you want to be able to engage and talk about it so it feels more real to you. So I'm sure it'll be different with you know, if I get pregnant with other kids, but right now for my first kid, I need that interaction. I need those other moms, and I need to just talk about it, you know? So I apologize if you do see me in person or you're around me and all these other pregnant moms and that's all we talk about. But you know what? Gosh dang it, I've been waiting for this day for my whole entire life. I actually dreamed of being pregnant and being a mom like far more than I ever did getting married. Not that I planned on having a kid out of wedlock, which if that's what happened to you, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, when I was a little girl, I didn't ever dream about my wedding day. I didn't dream about who my spouse would be. Like, I always just thought about being a mom. So I'm 30 years old. I've waited 25 years, because I probably started when I was 5 years old, to be a mom. So I'm very excited about it, and if I annoy you, then why are you watching this? But okay, I don't know. I'm probably going to get more used to doing these as the weeks go on, and I'm probably missing something that I need to talk about, but hopefully this is good for now, because who knows, I don't know how long this has been. I should have checked my clock before I did this, but I hope that this was actually interesting to you and that it makes you feel better that you know what's going on with me. So okay, let's show you this little bump, which like I said, I feel like it stayed the same since I was like 7 weeks pregnant. I haven't been able to button my pants since like 7 weeks. No, before that. I'm not even playing. Like, as soon as we found out, I was like, I can't button any of my pants. So I started wearing stretchy pants, and I've been wearing like the same 4 pants for the last 2.5 months. But anyways, this is the little baby bump. Let's show you guys. So I'm clearly showing, you know, like there's a little bump, but people can confuse this as bloat, you know, but it is firm. So there's my little bump. Here's from the front. Here's from the other side. So that's that. week 13 bump date update. And I hope that if you're not subscribed yet, that you do subscribe and you stay tuned and be gracious to me that I'm learning how to do all of this. But I'm so excited to not only share with you guys, but that our baby will be able to look back on this and be able to see what I'm going through. So, hi baby Schwindt. I'm so glad that I did this for you, even though it was very uncomfortable. I love you, and I look forward to you seeing the rest of these videos, and the rest of you guys too. Okay, bye.